-8, -3. Let me get. Okay, sorry about that. Should have been -8, -3. -8, -3. -1, -2, -3. And this should be pretty close to right here, something like that. We seem to be off just a little bit, but you can kind of see that it got reflected, and it doesn't seem to be too bad in terms of reflection-wise. We went over the 28 line mark, so we're actually going to do a little bit more about the rotation about a certain point. It's the last thing we're going to do, and talk about reflection about a certain point. Let's say we're reflecting it about the point 3, 2 right there. So, what are we going to do? 3, 2 is your center of rotation. So x, y is going to be rotated about 3, 2. So r for rotation, and then what's going to be our new value. Okay. Well, what we're going to do is let's pick a point. Here it is, -1, 1. So what happens is if you rotate it, it's a half rotation of about 3, 2. So if you do a half rotation, it should end up somewhere like on the first quadrant somewhere, right over here. We went 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right, up 1. So we're going to do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, up 1 to the right. So 7, 3 is your image. Let's call this P. Let's call this T. We'll call this T prime. There it is. It did a 180-degree rotation. So, what's going to happen? Well, whatever that point is, we added it in the x direction of the x distance and the y distance. Okay, so wherever the x came out to be, we're going to add the x distance and the y distance, so it's going to be 7, 3. I can create a rule for this, but if you eyeball it, it should be a little bit better to actually see that you can actually make it 180 degrees. Okay? Good luck to you guys, and your chapter test should cover most of the transformations chapter regarding rotations and reflections, and I think you understand most of what they're saying now. Thanks and good luck.